My name is Reginald Conti. I'm from Washington, D.C. I'm here to support the Physician Suicide Prevention Rally. I came in at first, didn't know actually what was going on at first, but just listening out with everything, it really related to me with the suicide and the depression thoughts. I suffered through a lot with that, and I just came, to speak out, to give some type of ambition, some type of wisdom and words to others, and also with myself, to encourage yourself to always want better.
This stigma exists around the whole globe, the whole entire world. I grew up feeling like I didn't have a purpose in life. I didn't think that I had a future. I was born one of three, born of a family of doctors. And the ironic thing about living in an Asian culture where they tell you to save face, don't bring shame to yourself and the family. It's very similar to that of the experience in our culture where men are told, don't be a sissy, man up, don't show emotion, just suck it up. No, we can no longer suck it up. We must express. We must advocate for ourselves. Why? Because our lives matter. We need to learn self-respect. My journey of mental health advocacy began about 3 years ago. I went to a legislative advocacy meeting on Asian American mental health. And I said at the podium, I will not end my life because I have a story to share. The more we talk about mental health and mental illness, the more we will alleviate the stigma. There is no shame, there is no shame.
Thank you for the one bit of color that I know. So I'm a third-year medical student, and in some ways this means that I've made it over the hump. I've spent 2 years in a library, and I've passed my first board exam. It's not easy, barely made it. And that is supposed to be the hardest part, and maybe that's true for some people. But I'm paying very close attention to my superiors and attendings and the stories that I'm hearing today. And I know that there's a very long road ahead. But I knew that I had to be here just to lend my voice, and so I can tell the world how afraid I am of my future as a doctor in training. And in more ways than one, I'm afraid of losing my patients, I'm afraid of losing my friends, and I'm afraid of losing myself. And I should clarify that I'm fortunate because I've not yet had any colleagues commit suicide, and nor have I made any suicide attempts myself. But I'm no stranger to depression, and nor are my colleagues. And I'd rather speak up now than at somebody's funeral. I'm a big believer in preventive medicine, and I can tell that I'm preaching to the choir right now. True suicide might not have the same red flags and triggers as something like cancer, which you can catch on an X-ray. But there are still risk factors. There's still warning signs. And so while I'm here to mourn colleagues that I've never met, I am also here to mourn the classmates that I may not have lost to suicide, but that I've already lost to failure, which is bad enough. Failure or perceived failure.
Hi, I'm Brittany Hamilton from Silver Spring, Maryland, and I'm here in DC for the Physician Suicide Prevention Rally. And what this event means to me is it just instills hope in me, because I'm actually applying to medical school this cycle, and it actually took me a while to come to that decision to go to medical school because of the stories I heard about the stresses and the demands of that field. And so by being here, just receiving hope and inspiration.